For the land of the free and the home of the
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Genesis Cup Series. We are back. This is a brand new season, and the points have started all over with brand new faces and cars out there on the track here tonight. We are here at Auto Club Speedway. And we're going to have 150 laps here tonight with a stage break at lap number 75 with about 65% fuel and 4 sets of those feel goods in the pits. Qualifying is taking way. We heard that beautiful national anthem. We played it a little bit earlier, sorry. I rearranged my buttons just a little bit and played it a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but qualifying is underway right now. And as of right now, this guy right here, he is holding that pole position. That is going to be Mr. Stephen Light. He is going to be one of the returning Cup drivers from last season. Actually, we got quite a few Cup drivers returning and a few new faces once again. Everybody out there on the track of trying to put in that blazing fast lap time, and it looks like Stephen Light had the pole, and Sean Anderson took it for just a second, but it's not over until it's over, and so far Sean Anderson holding down that second position. Here he comes out of turn number 4, and he's going to smack the wall in here in qualifying. Not a good way to finish out the his qualifying lap, but he's still holding second. Jeffrey out there in that number 14, he is going to be sitting right there, and forgive me if I mispronounce your name. If I mispronounce your name, please forgive me. I will definitely get it right. First time seeing some of these drivers. Curtis Ecker out there trying to put in a blazing fast lap. Right now, he is holding that 5th position. Nathan Lafayette in that 00. He is currently running in 7th. We have a whole bunch of Fords and a whole bunch of Chevrolets and only 2 Toyotas in tonight's race. But we got 22 drivers registered here tonight at Auto Club. So it should be a pretty exciting race, as this track is, capable of going 5 wide. At this point in time, I usually would go through the points, but once again, those points have started over, so we will definitely have some points up for you next week. But let's go through their schedule and see where they're going to be running at. So we have Auto Club this week, which is going to be 150 laps. Then next week we are going to go to Chicagoland. Now normally everybody starts off with Daytona, but not here tonight. Here tonight we are starting off with Auto Club. Still kind of a super speedway, but not quite. Then you have Chicagoland and then Darlington. So we got quite a few nice battle tracks, to start off the season right. And Nathan Lafayette is going to be done with his qualifying lap. The first Toyota in the top 10 is going to be Mr. Travis Delon from Valley City, Ohio. Good to have him aboard. That's going to be one of those new faces. Dave Nestor, he's going to be right there in 15th. So both Toyotas have qualified in the top 15. And it looks like qualifying is almost over. We got Warhol. He is going to be out there trying to put in his lap. Let's see if we can catch a ride with him. And there he is in that mellow yellow, number 24. And I hope everybody's got their numbers correct. And my good friend, old James Mandarood, he is going to be back at it out here in his number 51 ride. Well, it looks like qualifying is over. We're going to get ready to get in some green flag racing. And let's take a look at those results for qualifying. And it looks like Dakota Long has taken that top spot with Stephen Light. He is going to be sitting in second on his outside. Second row is going to be Jared Stone and Sean Anderson. Justin Shoup is going to be in row number 3, along with DeSanzo. Hopefully I said that right. Curtis Ecker is going to be starting in row number 4, along with Lucas Reed. James Vanderroot is going to be on the inside of row number 5 with Nathan Lafayette. You got Travis Deline and Mark Kincaid in row number 6. You got Hefner. He is going to be starting in row number 7, along with Chris Isaacs on his outside. Row number 8 is going to be Dave Nestor and Dylan Mosley. Cody B. Johnson, good to see him back. He is going to be starting in row number 9, along with Mr. Matt Banky. And let's see where Brianna Laurent and Christopher Alkire is going to be 19th and 20th, and 21st and 22nd is going to be Matthew Warhol and Christopher Nice. A lot of Chris's in tonight's race, so please bear with me. Got a few viewers out there on the stream. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Everybody is getting gridded in. And we're about to go green flag racing. Hopefully tonight we will be able to crank it up. Maybe, hopefully. We shall have to see. Oh, I was about to ask where my SDK was. There it is. Now, AutoClub is known for its low-line racing and its high-line racing, but the high-line will get a pretty good, can get a pretty good run off of turn number 2, and you can get a pretty good run off of turn number 4 at sometimes. But these cars are notorious for getting tight coming out of turn number 4, as we saw in some of the qualifying. But these drivers are very skilled. And we should see a lot of high-line racing and low-line racing, maybe some 3-wide. If they fill up to it, maybe a little bit 4-wide racing, depending on how spread out they do get. AutoClub is known to be spread out also, so we'll have to see how that happens. Go Mark and the 99. All right, got High Sim Racing out there, rooting for Mark Kincaid and Stephen Light. All right, Mark Kincaid, he is going to be back here in the 14th position, and there he is somewhere back there. There he is in that primary arms, number 54. Dakota Long going to be bringing him to the Geico restart zone. The pace car will dive off this time by, and let's get ready to rumble. Once again, we'll see that stage break come at lap 75, and here we go. The pace car is off, and we are getting ready to go green flag racing. And here they come to the Geico restart zone, right there on the right-hand side of your screen, and we are green flag racing. Dakota Long bringing out the green flag, and here we go. Coming down the tri-oval into turn number 1. He's got a really good push from Jared Stone in at number 66. And is he going to get a good entrance into turn number 1? Yes, he is, and they're already going to go 3-wide racing with the 91 of Justin Shoup going to be down there on the bottom. Got the 66 in on the in the middle, and it looks like the 13 of Sean Anderson going to be right there in the mix. Oh, we had one car scrape the wall just a little bit right there in front of Mark Kincaid, and here they come into turn number 3, and they did get it all straightened out. But it looks like that DeSanzo wanted to take it 3-wide once again, but he decided not to. And they did get it. They did get it back 2-wide racing. We got a little bit of 3-wide back here action back here, and they did get it figured out real quick. You got the 15 right there. He's going to be in the middle of the 48 and the 54, right in that bottom lane. Is he going to get the run off of the turn? He doesn't have the help, as they are going to go back 2-wide racing, and the 15 is going to fall 16 is going to fall just a little bit, and that is going to be Travis DeLon. Brittany Page out there saying, let's go 54. Racer Ricky saying, let's go Justin. My boy Mark finna walk him down. Let's go 54. But let's go through and see how everybody else is stacking up. And you got Curtis Ecker. He is up. He is right there in 7th. That's pretty much right there where he started. He's got Lucas Reed to his inside, and they got a nice little 2x2 battle. And you got Mr. Matterud right there in the 9th position. He's going to be right there behind Curtis Ecker, and he's got a nice view of this 2-car battle. And let's ride along with him and see how he is handling this race car. And it looks like Curtis Ecker got a little bit loose. He was headed towards that wall, got it off the wall really quick. Hopefully not any damage to that race car, but seems like it's up to speed, getting a good entrance coming into turn number 1. And he is slowly but surely chasing down that 19. That's a nice paint scheme on that car, and I know who did that. That is going to be one of our sponsors of the race, and that is going to be Racing Paints. Well, Jared Stone, he is doing a pretty awesome job. He is holding on to the 6th position as he has dropped a couple positions, but this is a track where you want to kind of try to save a little bit of tire for the end of the race. But we're going to go ahead and switch to our tower. And let's go back and see how some of our new drivers are doing. You got Dave Nestor. He is going to be right there in the 14th position. He has made up 1 position from where he started this race, and he has got Chris Isaacs right there behind him. And there he is running in that number 36. Chris Isaacs running that bottom line. He has got Cody B. Johnson, the one and only. He is going to be looking to try to make a pass on that outside if he can catch that number 3. But got a couple of nice battles going on back here. You got Christopher Allgaier. He has made his way around Dylan Mosley. Dylan Mosley has fallen 3 positions from where he started. And Matthew Worrell, he is going to be just sitting back looking pretty in that mellow yellow number 24. Well, Stephen Light has taken over the lead from Sean Anderson and Dakota Long. Dakota Long dropping 2 positions from where he started this race, but still a lot of racing left to go as we have only completed lap number 6 of 150. Well, let's see who our biggest mover of the race is going to be so far. It is going to be Hefner. He in that number 48 Caterpillar Toyota. He is going to be up a 3. Well, now he's going to be tied with Mark Kincaid up 3 positions, and along with Christopher Allgaier up 3 positions. And Racing Ricky saying, don't overdrive it. And he is talking about this guy right here, Mr. Justin Shoup. And doing a pretty good job holding on to that 4th position, up 1 spot from where he started this race. Nice looking coolest car. Well, let's see how our top 3 are doing, and they are pretty much single file, and it's actually single file as far back as the eye can see. And we're going to try to find the nearest battle, as everybody is pretty much lined up and using a little bit of draft, maybe saving a little bit of fuel. They only have 65% of fuel, and this is going to be the closest battle, and that's going to be the 43 of Christopher Allgaier and Matt Banky. They are going to be going at it side by side. Now, Matt Banky, if you remember last year, he was actually a controller driver, and now this year he has got a wheel. Him and Brianna, they both came over to the wheel side of racing. So hats off to them. They're doing a pretty good job just learning how to control these cars on the wheel, and it looks like they are doing a pretty darn good job at it. Well, James Manderud, he is going to be up a 2 position from where he started. He's got Curtis Ecker in his sights, but he's not able to really make up any ground, and Mark Kincaid slowly but surely creeping up on that number 51. James Manderud, he puts on a lot of good racing, and he plays on the Truck Simulator, so definitely look him up on Facebook. That's Manderud Racing on Facebook. You know, hit that follow button so you know when he goes live, and you know, go join him in his chats. A real nice guy. Still waiting on my coffee cup though. and he is going to drop a position. From Mark Kincaid made him drop a position. So Mark Kincaid, now the biggest mover of the race, up 5 positions, now up to 7th. So what a good job. And let's see if he can get that number 54 hot rod up to the top 5 before the stage break. As of right now, we have completed lap 10 of 150. A lot of spread out racing, but we got a little bit of racing going on up here, and that is going to be between the 14 and the 91. So the 91 has a little bit of a challenge from the 14 on the bottom side. 91 going to be all the way up towards the wall, and Curtis Ecker going to be right there along with him. He might be trying to capitalize with the 14's draft, but look at the run the 91 had, and look at the run that the 19 has. He's going to look to the outside. Is he going to be able to get there as they come into turn number 3? And 186 miles an hour, 188, and they're going to back it down as they get into turn number 3. And it looks like Curtis Ecker is going to take over that top 5 position from DeSanzo. Justin Shoup tried his darndest to hold on to the top 4, and he did it with a run off of turn number 2 on that high line. So that is going to be the line to beat, and he is slowly but surely. You know what? Let's look at his nose cam. There is that nose cam, and there is the distance between him and the top 3, and I think Dakota Long may have just scrubbed the wall just a little bit, but it did not slow that number 8 down. And the top 3 are pretty much nose to tail. You got Stephen Light trying to do a little bit of a breakaway, and let's get rid of that. Stephen Light running about a 40.3, and he's got about a 0.3 of a second gap between him and Dakota Long and Sean Anderson. And you hear the downshift. The downshift is very important to get that car to rotate, and let's see if he can get that run off the corner. And is he making up a little bit of ground? Yes, he is. He was at 1.1 seconds, and look, he has got a little bit of draft, not too much, and he has cut it down to under a second. So he made up 0.3 of a second by running that high line, and he is going to be right there with the top 3 before you know it. Let's ride along with Mr. Dakota Long. Looks like he is not really pushing the car very hard. He is staying in the draft. You see him, sneaking up to the back bumper to 99, and then he is backing off, way off, and he looked like he was running a little bit higher on the entrance, cutting it down to the white line, and he is going to slide it all the way out, and it looks like that car may be getting a little bit tight, but he is able to stay right there with Stephen Light. And there is that separation from the top 3. And let's see how Justin Shoup is doing. He is still going to be continuing to run that high line with Curtis Ecker right there in tow. Curtis Ecker still got a little bit of challenge from that Ford Mustang, and it's going to be all Chevrolets in the top 5. The first Ford in the top 10 is going to be that number 14 of DeSanzo. And once again, if I mispronounce your name, I'm very sorry, but I will get it right. I tried to find him in Discord to make sure I got those pronunciations right, but I couldn't find him. Mark Kincaid slowly but surely working his way up. He is still running in the seventh position, and he has got James Vanderrood right there in 8th, pretty much drafting together, trying to make up a little bit of time. You got Lucas Reed. He is going to be in 9th in that number 10 Chevrolet. One Ford in the top 10. One Ford and one Toyota. Then you got Colton Hefner. He is going to be right there in 10th. He's going to be up 3 positions from where he started. Nathan Lafayette, he is going to be the next Ford in the top 15. He is going to be running in the 11th position. He's got a little bit of a challenge from the outside, and that's going to be Jared Stone in that other Ford, and Dave Nestor right there in 13th. Travis Delon, he is going to be right there in that number 16 Toyota, and this is going to be your second Toyota, the other Toyota in the top 15. He is going to be running 14th, and he's got Cody V. Johnson right all over the back bumper of that number 16. Now he's going to be looking to the bottom side, and is he going to be able to make the pass as they come through the tri-oval, passing the Geico restart zone, passing the start-finish line, and he has got a little bit of help from the 36. He's got a little bit of draft. Is he going to get a good entrance? Now we've seen the high line. Let's see how these two up on the high line, see how they use the run off of turn number 2 as here they go. It looks like Cody Johnson, he is going to do a little bit of a slide job and slide it in between that Ford and that Toyota. So this is going to be a battle of the manufacturers right here for 12th position. And Cody Johnson, I believe he is from oh, 3 wide. Coming across the start-finish line, it's going to be Cody B. Johnson on the outside. He's got the 36 and the 66. 66 is going to be in the middle. Cody Johnson going to have a nice little run coming off the middle of the corner onto the backstretch, and the 36 is going to pretty much slide right in front of that 66 of Jared Stone. 16 was not fortunate enough to get there in time, so he got his nose cut off just a little bit. Had to slow that car down, but he is still right there in a position to maybe advance to the 14th position. Chris Isaacs, he is back here in 16th. You got Matt Banky. He is going to be running in 17th. Warhol is going to be right there in 18th. You got Mosley. He is running in 19th. Christopher Allgaier in 20th. Christopher Nice, he is still out there in his number 77 in 21st. And Brianna Laurent in that 6 machine running 22nd. Dakota Long and Stephen Light, they are pretty much 3 wide for the lead. And this is what Justin Shoup wanted to see. He wanted to see all of them battle it out because he has caught the 13 of Sean Anderson, and he is going to just ride along with the leaders. And it looks like he may have great tires for this little battle. Here, look at Stephen Light. He is going to try to the middle of the racetrack. Not going to be able to get there. Looks like Dakota Long has a nice little run coming off of turn number 2. He has got Sean Anderson looking to his inside. Let's see if we can get a little bit better camera angle. And there we go. We'll get rid of some of this information so you can see the good battle up here in front. And this is all Chevrolets battling it out. You got the 13. He is going to take the short way around the track, and is he going to be able to pull the slide job in front of the 99? 99 is going to slide in behind the 8, and he's going to have a little bit of draft help, so that means Sean Anderson is going to drop down to 3rd with those 2 drafting together. Well, Justin Shoup, he has got a nice view of this battle. Let's take a look and see what he sees. There you see they are 3 wide again. They got 13 down low, got 99 in the middle, and you got the 8 right there on the outside. 13 is going to be the biggest loser of that, as the 99 is going to shoot right past him and take over the 3rd position. So welcome to the top 3, Mr. Justin Shoup, as Stephen Light going to look to the bottom. Is he going to be able to make it around that Lucas Oil number 8 of Dakota Long? And he has it as of right now, and he's going to make the slide job. And he is going to be able to keep it. And here comes Sean Anderson to the inside. He pretty much was able to make the pass on Justin Shoup. He may have scrubbed that wall just a little bit and slowed him down, but he is still right there in a position to fight for the top spot. Well, hi Sim Racing saying go white line. Well, we got quite a few viewers out there on the stream. I appreciate y'all joining me on this Wednesday night. Hopefully your week has been well, and it looks like Justin Shoup may have gotten a little bit loose, may have tagged the wall just a little bit. No damage on that race car, but it did slow him down, so he is going to lose a little bit of ground to the top 3. But the way he's been driving, if they get to battling side by side once again, he will make up that time with no problem at all. Still got a battle back here, and look at Cody B. Johnson. He is going to be battling with the 48 on the outside. The 48 has a little bit of draft help, but Cody B. Johnson, he is going to be the biggest mover of the race so far. He is going to be up 7 positions, and there you see we're riding along on that gyro cam, which is not a very good camera in my opinion. And it looks like the 48 is going to have a little bit of wall scrub, or it could be dust on the track. But the 8 is going to sail right on by, and he is going to try to take that position away from Lucas Reed also. So he is going to work his way up in the top 9. Going to look down to the bottom and see if he can get a run coming off of turn number 2. And he has got James Manderud in his sight. Cody B. Johnson going to make the slide job coming to the top of the track, and he is going to join that top line and not lose any momentum doing it. Mark Kincaid, he has worked his way up. He is still running in 7th. He has caught Curtis Ecker. Now they are here at lap number 24. I'm not exactly sure of how far they can go on fuel, but it's got to be 65%. It's got to be kind of close. we should start seeing those green flag pit stops happen here in the next, I'd say, 5 to 10 laps. We'll have to see. I don't have that particular information, but yeah, I'm estimating about 5 to 10 laps until they start pitting. Actually, Chris Nice, he has actually already came in. Looks like Matthew Warhol, he just came into pit road, and Matt Banky, he has brought himself down pit road. Stephen Light able to hang on to the lead. Still got Dakota Long right there behind him. We got Sean Anderson in tow, and Justin Shoup lost a little bit of ground. Still trying to ride that high line, but that car is getting a little bit tight. And I heard the drivers in practice talk about how their left side tires were actually wearing a lot faster than the rights. And let's check on this 48. It looks like he has got a little bit of a battle with Lucas Reed, and he is going to be able to take it as he is working the low line out of the track. And James Vanderrood, he is going to be right there in everything. It's early, don't send it. James Vanderrood maybe going the opposite way. He's down 3 positions from where he started, but still trying to make up a little bit of ground. He's got the 36. He's got the 16 all around him. He is going to be stuck up on that high line. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 36. They're going to take it 3 wide, but James Vanderrood had a little bit of contact between him, the 51 and the 36. It looks like they both had the same real estate. James Vanderrood may have came down the track just a little bit, but no harm, no foul, no damage on that race car. Looks like Nathan Lafayette, he has come down for his 4 fresh Feel Goods and a full tank of Go-Go juice. And let's see, Brianna Laurent, she has entered in the pits. Now, this is one of those tracks where you want to get on pit road very smoothly. You don't want to really send it in there. I think it's 55 mile an hour pit speed. So, but we got a nice little battle once again for the lead, and this is going to be Dakota Long and Stephen Light. Stephen Light had it. Dakota Long wants it. He's taking it. Is he going to be able to keep the momentum coming out of turn number 4? It looks like he is going to be able to clear him, and those cars definitely drifted up towards the wall, and he had enough space to, oh, we got 2 slow cars down on the track. I don't know what happened there. And let's see if we can, oh, you know what? Oh, that car is all turned up, all tore up, and that is going to be Matt Banky. And let's see, James Vanderrood, he's going to be in the pits, and I'm going to have to try to see if I can go back and find that incident. I don't have an incident report for the 35. So he is going to be bringing, and once again, we got Dakota Long still out front. You got Stephen Light looking to the outside. He's going to take that middle lane all the way around turn number 2 and out, and he is going to have a nice little run. Is he going to shoot it to the inside before he gets to turn number 3? No, they're going to bump draft just a little bit. And really and truly, these two, even though they're battling it out, Sean Anderson has lost a lot of ground. He is now back about 1.7 seconds from the top 2. And here comes Justin Shoup. He's got to get that car down to 55 miles an hour. He's going to be on the brakes just a little bit, and he gets it. So good pit entrance from that 91. Let's see who else is going to be in. You got Stephen Light. He's going to be, oh my goodness, he's got a lot of cars right there behind him. You got the 91, you got the 19, you got the 54, you got the 48, you got the 66, you got the 3, and you got the 15, all coming down pit road to get their services done. Dakota Long decided he wants to stay out there, so lap number 30 might be the key lap. 30 to 32 laps of fuel, so they'll have to make another pit stop before we see the stage break. And here comes the 8. Our leader, Sean Anderson, going to be coming right behind him. Got Dave Nestor. He is going to stay out, and he is going to lead him a lap as he has scored the leader as of right now. So he is going to be up 14 positions. You got Cody B. Johnson. He is going to be working, giving up his position, up 12 and riding around in the top 5. He is going to bring his car down. Stephen Light is going to be down and away. He is going to be right now currently running in the 7th position. Justin Shoup is going to be running in 8th. And Curtis Eckert going to be running in 9th. 10th is going to be Mr. Jared Stone in that 66 Hot Rod. Mark Kincaid, he's going to be sitting right there behind Jared Stone in that Ford. That Chevrolet trying to put that Ford up down a position. And I believe he is going to be able to do it. He is going to work himself in the top 10 the hard way. But can he do it by turn number 2 as the 66 is going to stay in that middle line, and he's going to have a heck of a run coming off of turn number 2. And they are still side by side, maybe about a bumper separates the positions. But Mark Kincaid not going to be able to get there. He might be able to make the slide job coming out of turn number 4 as he is going to work the bottom and coming in turn number 3. And here they go side by side. Mark Kincaid, Jared Stone. Mark Kincaid has a nose on him, but Jared Stone is going to fight right back. And they do have some traffic coming up, and that is going to be the 3, I do believe. Or no, that's going to be the 19. So they are making a lot of ground up on that on the 16 and the 15, and the 10 is going to be in there, but that's Lucas Reed. He's going to be a lap down. Well, while we've had quite a bit of green flag racing, you know what? Let's go ahead and crank it up just a little bit. This is my favorite part of the race. All right, all spread out with your 16 on back, down 1 lap with Hefner. He is going to be the first car 1 lap down. You got Lucas Reed. He is going to be the second car 1 lap down. You got Christopher Knight going to be the third car 1 lap down. Christopher Isaacs, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. He is going to be, I believe he is going to be 2 laps down, if I read that correctly. Yes, Chris Isaacs is going to be 2 laps down, and you got Brianna Laurent going to be 2 laps down also. Matt Banky, 2, and Dylan Mosley going to be 3. But out front, it is still going to be all the 8 show here with Stephen Light going to be within 0.2 of a second from our leader. Right now, I believe it's a toss-up between who's led the most laps. But still a lot of racing left to go, and we will see him get bunched back up at lap number 75. And we only have about what, about 32 laps left? Or excuse me, 30. About 36 laps. Well, while we got a few minutes, we'll go through the field and let you know where all your favorite drivers are running. Dakota Long, he started on the pole, and right now he is leading this race. You got Stephen Light. He started on the outside of our current leader, and he is riding right there, still in second place. You got Sean Anderson. He started in fourth. He's going to be up one position. You got Justin Shoup is going to be up one position, riding around in fourth position. You got DeSanzo. He is going to be in the top five. Up one position, running around in fifth. Sixth is going to be our biggest mover of the race, and that is going to be Cody B. Johnson. He is going to be running in the sixth position. So really good job of moving through the field. Curtis Ecker, he is going to be riding around in the seventh position. He has got a little bit of a challenge from Mark Kincaid. Mark Kincaid is going to be up four positions, riding around in eighth. You got Delon. He in that first Toyota in the top 10. He is riding around in ninth, up 2 spots from where he started this race. So not a bad job, making some ground up. You got a nice little battle between Jared Stone and Nathan Lafayette. This is going to be for the 10th position. So far, Jared Stone has it. He's going to be looking to the inside. Nathan Lafayette in that 00. He's going to be down one position. Jared Stone is going to be down 7. But this is going to be for that 10th position. So a nice little battle between these two side by side. And it looks like Nathan Lafayette is going to be able to, is going to lose that position. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Lucas Reed. He's a lap down car. I thought that was a 00. Nathan Lafayette is going to be right there behind him, down one position. Lucas, the lap down cars. I've been on vacation too long. David Nestor, he stayed out and led a few laps. He is going to be he is going to have the freshest tires of them all, and he is going to be up 3 positions, riding around in 12th. James Mandarud, he is going to be down 4, riding in 13th. You got Matthew Worrell, he is going to be right there in 14th, up 7 positions, so he is going to be our second biggest mover. Got Christopher Alkire, he is going to be right there in 15th. Colton Hefner, he is going to be in 16th. The first car 1 lap down, along with Lucas Reed. He is going to be also 1 lap down. So problems on pit road probably caused them to go a lap down. Could have been a holding penalty, which held them for longer than they wanted to see. But as of right now, it is going to be all Dakota Long show until we see that stage break, which should be coming in about 27 laps. Or excuse me, 32 laps. Christopher Alkire just now went a lap down. He got a little bit tight coming out of turn number 4, and he scrubbed the wall, but he did not bother the leaders. The leaders went to the bottom side, and he's going to give them a little bit of room as they wanted to get a good entrance coming into turn number 1. And it looks like Stephen Light might have his work cut out for him tonight, as Dakota Long has shown a lot of long run speed in that number 8 Lucas Oil Chevrolet Camaro. Sean Anderson, he has fallen off just a little bit, as he is about 2.3 seconds back with Justin Shoup in tow, but he is going to be about 5.4 seconds back from the leaders, and this could be a little bit of fuel strategy. You know, save as much as you can, go as long as you can, because you still have one more pit stop before the stage break. So could this be a saving move? Only time will tell. As let's go down to our nose cam and see. Not a lot of saving from the 91. You can see he's riding really high on that top side, but he's losing a little bit of ground. He does make up a little bit coming off of turn number 2, but he is still losing ground to Sean Anderson. Oh, and he is in the wall. He had to get, the car got really tight, didn't want to get off the wall. battle between Sean Anderson and a lap down car of Christopher Alkire. Christopher Alkire used a little bit of side draft, or Sean Anderson used a little bit of side draft, and he is going to be able to make it all the way around with no incident. And it looks like Christopher Alkire's car is running out of speed. Could have been a strategy move, maybe taking no tires, right side tires, not exactly sure, but he is going to be the first car one lap down. Spread Out Racing still have 22 drivers out there on the track. And we're going to go try to find the biggest battle on the track. You got Mark Kincaid. He made it around Curtis Ecker. Curtis Ecker still in the top 10, dropping down to the 8th position. Mark Kincaid, he is going to be up to 7th. He's got DeSanzo right there in his sights, but he has a little bit of work to do, as DeSanzo is about 3 seconds ahead of him in 6th place. Now, I believe if they do get caught back up at the stage break, we will see a lot of side-by-side racing. So seeing some of these cars come up through the field, now they're going to be up towards the front. They will have opportunity to maybe lead some laps, because it looks like they are going to be just as fast. So let's look at the last time by, and it looks like our top two are going to be running identical times, with Shoup and Anderson running almost identical. You got Cody Johnson. He is actually going to be the fastest car out there on the track as of right now, running in 5th place. So he's got a little bit of making up to do, but I believe he's going to have a car to beat here tonight if he can get a good restart at the stage break and keep his car clean. DeSanzo, he might be caught by Mark Kincaid, as Mark Kincaid is a little bit faster. And it looks like he has got the 15 right there in front of him. So he's got a little bit of drafting help, but he may be letting off, saving those tires for the end. Curtis Ecker still running some pretty good lap times. He's a little bit faster than the 6th place of DeSanzo. But still, a lot of fast race cars on the track, and one of them being Mark Kincaid, the fastest out of the top 10. Or one of the fastest. Well, let's put it on exciting to see where SDK takes us. And that's going to be right there where we are at. And this is going to be the 14 and the 15. That is not for a position. That's going to be Dylan Mosley. He is going to be one of our newcomers. Now is going to switch to our leaders, as they are pretty much nose to tail. I want to ride with Stephen Light and see what his strategy is. Maybe just sit and wait. And now it does look like we may have a little bit of, no, maybe not. Let's go to the hood cam. I thought I'd seen a little bit of damage on this 8 car, but nope, looks can be deceiving, as they are catching that number 35 of Matt Banky, going to put him another lap down, as Matt Banky is already sitting in 20th. So he is going to go 3 laps down. They're going along, using a little bit of that draft from Matt Banky. Now going to look to the bottom side. Matt Banky staying up high. And Stephen Light going to watch this little battle between a lap down car and the leader. And he is going to use Matt Banky's car. Oh, Stephen Light blinked out just a little bit. He is going to try to utilize this draft, trap the 8 on the bottom, and try to make up a time, as they are looking to go 3 wide. Nope, not yet. 8's going to make it around. He's going to pull the slide job. Matt Banky's going to have a nice little run coming off the turn to number 2. Is he going to fight the leader for that lap back? Nope, he's going to stay down. He's going to stay up high and let Stephen Light sail right on by. Now, even though these 2 leaders are battling it out, they still created a lot more distance. 3.7 seconds back to 3rd place of Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson back here all by himself, and he has made it out almost 4 seconds, about 4 seconds from Justin Shoup. Justin Shoup still hanging on to that race car, holding on to that top 5, but it looks like Cody B. Johnson worked his way up into the top 5. He is coming, and he is coming quick. Let's look at the last lap times between those two. And Justin Shoup running a 41.16, and it looks like Cody B. Johnson, he's running a 40.9. So we could see that position change here very, very soon, as here he comes into turn number 3, and I believe Justin Shoup is going to be on that top side. Yeah, there he is. So that 08 is coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. He wants that position, and he wants it bad. Well, we're a little over a third of the way done. We have about 20 laps until we see about 21 laps until we see that stage break of caution fly. We still have another pit stop to make in between now and that stage break, so anything can happen. But while we are Green Flag Racing, let's go ahead and take a look at one of our league sponsors. All right, and that was Racing Paints, and that is our good friend, Mr. Chris Isaacs. He puts on he does some great paints, and he'll paint them right there in front of you, especially if you're hanging out in the Discord with him. You know, he sits there, and he's basically a perfectionist when it comes to most of these cars. And actually riding around with that 99, that is one of the cars that he has painted. Let's get a good look at it. Look at the detail on that Phantom number 99 of Stephen Light. So a lot of great detail that has went into that car. And there is one of his masterpieces right there, that Racing Paints number 3. Also has one of our other sponsors, and that's going to be Genesis Aviation. That is, like I said, one of the proud sponsors of the Old Glory Racing League. He also has a few more. He's done Mr. Matt Banking's car. Nice Amtrak paint, and you got the number 6 of Brianna Laurent, another one of Chris Isaacs' paints from Racing Paints. Once again, the Discord link was in the video, so definitely hit it up and go check him out. Go see how he can, what he can do for you as far as iRacing Paints. Well, Justin Shoup has been caught by that 08, and it is going to be a position change here very, very soon, as we have 17 laps to go in the stage. It looks like Justin Shoup is going to use that middle lane. He is going to slide it up to the wall and coming out of turn number 2, working down the back stretch. Cody B. Johnson is going to be right there behind him, and this is going to be for the 3rd position. Now, it looks like Sean Anderson, he has brought his car down into the pits, so he is going to make his final pit stop of the stage. You got Chris Isaac, he made his way down the pits, and quite a few others, but this is going to be the battle on the track. Now, which one of these two is going to be the one to go ahead and take their pit? Cody B. Johnson looks like he still has a fast car. He could probably make a gas and go and maybe be out here leading this thing. I don't exactly know what people's strategy is going to be, or what these drivers' strategy is going to be, but here's another nice little battle between the 99 and the 8 of Dakota Long, and I believe Dakota Long, as of right now, has the most laps led, at least right here in stage number 1, but we still have a lot of racing to go. And Stephen Light going to look to the inside coming into turn number 1, and he is going to be able to grab that position, and he is going to try to pull the slide job. And is Dakota Long going to have the momentum coming off of turn number 2? He's going to slide his car, and he has got the momentum coming off of turn number 2 onto that backstretch, and he overtook the lead once again. So nice side-by-side crossovers by the 99 and the 8. So 19 is going to be down into the pits. He is going to be making his pit stop, and it looks like the 99 has decided it's time to bring it in. We only have very few, 14 laps to go in the stage, and everybody is bringing their cars in. Justin Shute going to bring his car in. Mark Kincaid going to bring his car in. Dakota Long and Cody B. Johnson going to stay out on the track, and this is going to be the 8 in the lead, and the 08 up 15 spots in second. Travis Delon, he is going to be working his way up into the third spot as everybody has made their way down pit road. And the 14 of DeSanzo, he is going to be right there. He's got a little bit of battle, and let's see if we can zoom in on this battle. And that's going to be between Lucas Reed. That is not a lead lap car. Cody B. Johnson going to bring his car down pit road. That is not a lead lap car, but he's got a pretty good little battle right there, and he is trying to catch this guy right here for that third position. Jared Stone going to be down in the pits, and he looks like he is going to be down and away. Got those 4 fresh field goods. Now it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy they pull. They only have a few laps left in the stage, 13 to be exact. Now, do you save a set of tires, or do you go ahead and take tires and save? Or take tires and, not pit. Oh, we got Jared Stone. He is going to be crashed. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Mr. Jared Stone. First yellow of the evening, and he is going to be riding that apron. There you see the 36 is going to work his way by. And it looks like Jared Stone may have had to bring it on into the pit, so he is going to have to tow. Looks like he just drifted on the track just a little bit. Got 2 tires on that white line. Let's fast forward it just a little bit. And the white line got him. Killed the cone. And he went straight up the track into the safer barrier walls and had to tow it. Doesn't look like it was a very hard impact, so he may have had to tow just to get out of everybody's way. All right, well, single car spin brings out the yellow, and this is not what anybody wanted to see because you have quite a few cars a lap down. You got Lucas Reed a lap down, Curtis Ecker a lap down. You got David Nestor a lap down, Nathan Lafayette a lap down. Cody B. Johnson, he had a very fast car. Now he is going to be trapped a lap down. You got Warhol. He is going to be a lap down. And everybody is going to make their way down pit road. So 9 cars on the lead lap. Not what they wanted to see. Well, let's see who we can find in the chat. Let's go ahead and pull Mr. Stephen Light up into the booth and see how his race is going. He's been putting on a pretty good race. Let's make sure he's not in. Steven, this is Richard in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks like you and Dakota Long have been going at it, pretty much every single lap. Tell us how the car is handling, and do you have anything for that 8? He looks like he's been showing some speed, and he's led the most laps here so far.
Yeah, we're pretty equally matched. I think we're both just, we had a pretty big gap on third and back there, so we were just riding, having a little fun passing each other. Draft is just so big here, you got to have at least half a second on somebody for the draft not to allow you to suck up to them on the straightaways. But yeah, we're just not trying to show our hand too early here. Got a couple of tricks up the sleeve, gonna save them for later in this race.
Absolutely. Well, how did that, pitting under green with only about 15 laps to go in the stage. Now, is that one of those strategies where you didn't take tires and you wish you did, or did you go ahead and take tires and may not take them at the stage break?
Well, if most guys were, if anybody was taking tires during that green flag pit cycle and they are still on the lead lap, it's it's going to be a struggle. I didn't take tires because I wanted to have an extra set later in the race if there was a late caution. So we might lose a couple spots here before the end of the stage, but into the race, if we need the extra set, it's going to pay off.
Well, one car I was looking out for was that '08. He looked like he had a very fast car. He was actually putting down some very fast laps, but he has trapped a lap down, so no worries from him as of now. But man, you two have been battling it out. Keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of this race.
10-4, sounds good.
All right, well, that changed up everything. Now we only have 10 cars on the lead lap, and all the way back to the 00 of Nathan Lafayette. He is going to be bringing up the tail end of the longest line. A couple cars taking the wave around, and Dakota Long is still out here leading this thing. And now you have a couple cars that may have dove in and took tires. David Nestor, he is making his way around. Looks like he may have went down pit road. But pace car lights are out, and we are going to go green flag once again. And Dakota Long bringing them to the Geico restart zone. Pace car is off, and here we go. Green flag once again, lap number 66. 9 laps until the caution for the stage break. And what a good jump that the 8 got. And he is going to make himself out in about 0.2 of a second. He's going to go up to that high lane, get a good entrance into turn number 1. But you still have the 13 of Sean Anderson. He's going to be working that low lane, and he is going to slide his car right up behind the 8 of Dakota Long. So nice little battle, getting up to that second position. You still have we got a crash in the back, and that's going to be Brianna Laurent. She is going to be around into the wall. And a lot of evasive maneuvers that happened right there. And let's go back and take a look and see what happened. Oh, it looks like Mannerud is going to be loose. Johnson was a little bit loose. Mannerud, he is having a little bit of trouble trying to control that car. He comes back up the track. Brianna Laurent, nowhere to go. Innocent bystander. And I see Curtis Acker barely made it by. Oh, he got a little bit of it. You know what? We got to ride with Curtis Acker. Did he make it through that? Oh, goodness. He's going towards the inner safer barrier wall. Oh, yeah. That car is going to be toast. Let's go back and take a look, and we're going to ride from the onboard of Curtis Acker. And let's go to his nose cam. There you see James Mannerud and Brianna Laurent, and nowhere to go. Here comes James Mannerud right back up the track. She's on the brakes, nowhere to go. She's an innocent bystander. She's going to go to the wall, and Curtis Acker almost made it by. Just a little bit of tap on the right-hand side sent that car down the track and into the inner safer barrier wall. Hate to see that for that number 19. He is definitely going to have to use one of the fast repair that he has. 77 may have been involved. He is going to be going down to the apron also. Well, you know what they say, cautions breed cautions. And first caution of the night between a few cars, and then this one right after the restart. Dakota Long still out front. Sean Anderson was able to overtake the second position. Stephen Light is going to restart in third. Mark Kincaid is going to be restarting in fourth. You got Delon is going to be restarting in fifth. You got DeSanzo. He's going to be starting in sixth. Nestor in seventh. Curtis Ecker going to be out of the pits, restarting in eighth. Justin Shoup going to be coming out of the pits in ninth, and 10th is going to be Mr. Nathan Lafayette. Now the first car one lap down, I do believe it was going to be this guy right here. He's going to go ahead and take the wave around and get his lap back and start at the tail end of the longest line. Mark Kincaid, he is going to be restarting. Oop, I don't want to change his roles. I want to bring him up to the broadcast booth. Mark Kincaid, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, it looks like you got a pretty fast hot rod also. Now, those cautions may have helped you out just a little bit, but you are up 8 positions, and we're going to be restarting in fourth. Tell us how that car is feeling, and do you have anything for those two leaders? They look like they have a pretty fast car.
I'm not sure if I got anything for them. I've been the first little split we run there. I messed up qualifying. Got in the wall at a 4, so it messed up both my laps. So I had to run from the back. Wore out my tires pretty good. The second little stint, I felt pretty good. So I hadn't been around these guys, so we're gonna see here. I'm on older tires, just trying to make it to the stage. So we'll see right here.
Well, another one that is on older tires is going to be that 99 starting in on your inside. So it looks like those cautions breed cautions. This is your second caution. You'll see the stage break in about 6 laps. Hold on to her.
I'll do my best.
All right, my friend. All right, well, we got the 24. He is going to be right there. Maybe we can get a little bit of Matt, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
I got you.
Well, it looks like you are going to be starting at the tail end of the longest line, but you are back on the lead lap. Tell us, you started pretty much last. You're up 10 spots. Do you have anything for these other drivers in front of you?
You know, I really don't know. I'd like to think so. I know I'm not carrying the speed that the guys up front are. I'm still learning these tracks. I'm not used to racing on asphalt here. I'm kind of a rookie, and I'm just kind of learning my way and trying to keep my pace with them.
Absolutely. Well, you got a little bit of an internet connection blinking in and out, but that's not causing any problems. But good luck in the rest of your race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you afterwards.
Thank you, sir. What was that, Chris?
Green flag, green flag.
Had to find the right chat for him, and we are Green Flag Racing and Dakota Long taking the lead once again, and he has got a lot of cars wanting a top position. You got Mark Kincaid. He is going to be right there, almost taking it 3 wide. You got the 13 of Sean Anderson. He is going to be working that outside. He is going to be right there behind that 8 of Dakota Long, and they are pretty much flying to the stage break as the 13 looking a little bit higher up, and here comes Mark Kincaid on the outside. Is he going to be able to get the run off the corner? Now he is on older tires. He keeps it off the wall. Got a car maybe bouncing off the wall behind him, but this top 5 is pretty exciting. You got DeLong. Travis, he is just lost my train of thought there. Travis, he was looking to take it 3 wide, and they are now going to be 3 wide as Mark Kincaid pretty much went up to the high line. And I was trying to get that off the screen. And we got a yellow flag once again. And here at lap number, who is going to be the 91? And that is going to be Justin Shoup. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to him. Justin Shoup is going to be in this hornet's nest. There he is right there next to Cody Johnson. Cody Johnson, him and Cody Johnson make a little bit of contact, and that's going to spin him all the way around. Cody Johnson doesn't look like he missed or lost any positions, but Justin Shoup going to be spun around. He's going to collect it and hopefully keep it out of traffic. Got it locked down. Oh, the 24 going to be, making an evasive maneuver coming into turn number 3. Wow. Well, let's take a ride on Cody Johnson's car as those two are the ones that brought out the caution. There you see they are trying to put on a side draft, and it looks like the 91 may have came down just a little bit. May have thought he wasn't as close as he was, but that did spin him around. No harm, no foul. Looks like we got quite a few cars gonna go ahead and go ahead and jump in the pits. So let's go ahead and go back live. Well, we are right here at the end of the stage break, and they may call this the stage. Everybody jumping in their pits, and it looks like everybody is going to be able to get into their pits nice and easy. Down and away. Justin Shoup decided to stay out. DeLeon, he has stayed. He is going to take over second position. DeSanzo, he is going to take over the third position. Fourth is going to belong to Dakota Long. He's led the most laps here in the first stage. You got Nathan Lafayette. He is going to be restarting in the top 5. Curtis Eckert going to be working his way back up to 6. Sean Anderson going to lose a couple positions during those pit stops. Mark Kincaid, he is going to be restarting in 8th. And Stephen Light in 9th. And Nestor in 10th. Making an evasive maneuver is going to be Mr. Matthew Worrell. He is going to be restarting in 11th with Cody B. Johnson in 12th. Christopher Alkire going to be restarting in 13th. 14th is going to belong to Lucas Reed. James Mandaruta going to be right there in 15th. We're going to see where he stacks up in this. He is going to be 1 lap down. And once again, he is going to be one of those drivers. He does do a lot of racing on Facebook Live, and along with his truck sim, big rig sim, you know, he's always live, always loves to interact. So go, Mandarude Racing, go give him a like, go give him a follow. Real nice guy. And right now he is running in the top 15. First Toyota in the top. First time a Toyota has led tonight's race, and he's got Dakota Long right there all over the back bumper. You got Travis going to be restarting on his outside. Or excuse me, DeSanzo is going to be starting on his outside. Well, when the stage break, if we do get another caution, you know, I see Dave Nestor up in the chat. He is one of our newcomers. He is riding around in that Team Brunswick number 36 Ford Mustang. You know, since he is a newcomer, we'll bring him up and let him tell us a little bit about himself if we do see another caution. But pace car is going to be off this time, and DeLeon, he is going to be right there, bringing him to the Geico restart zone. And once again, our green flag is going to be out. And a good push, but look at the 8 all over the back bumper of that Toyota, and he is going to already take over the second position. Now Dakota Long led the most laps, and he wants him back. This is lap number 75. We will not see a stage break, so they are going to try to get spread out as quick and as fast as they can. You got DeSanzo. He is going to be working that top side. He's going to be right there in third. You got Nathan Lafayette. Oh, we got another caution. And it looks like, who is that going to be? That is going to be the 24 and the 91 again. The 91 is not having the best of luck. Let's go back and take a look. There is the cluster right there. And the 24 is racing with, that's going to be the 10 of Lucas Reed. So let's stop that right there. We're going to go to the 10 of Lucas Reed, and we're going to ride on his nose cam. And it looks like we're going to back it up just a little bit. There we go. We got now the 24 is sliding up the track. Lucas Reed, nowhere to really go. A little bit of a wiggle from the 24. The 43 going to work his way out, and it looks like they kind of met in the middle, and they just collected each other. And let's see, the 91 had an indicator that he had crashed. Oh, yeah, he's going to come down right in front of the 36. 36 is going to make his way around. That's going to be David Nestor. Not a lot of damage to those cars, so they've had things have been on their side here tonight, especially for that 91. But DeLeon is still going to be out front leading this race. Well, let's see who we can find in the chats as Dave Nestor going to bring his car down. Justin Shoup going to bring his car down. James Vanderrood, he is going to be still a lap down, but he is going to be the first car one lap down. So if we see another caution, he will get his lap back. Do we have... Let's see, is Dave Nestor back out on the track? Not yet. Let's see. Okay, he's back out. All right, let's bring him up to the booth and give him a little shout. Dave Nestor, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Well, it looks like you may have gotten into a little bit of an incident. You were pretty much an innocent bystander, but it looks like that 36 Team Brunswick Ford Mustang, it does have a little bit of speed in it. Can you make it back up to the front and give a little bit of challenge for this lead?
I hope so. We got a pretty good car tonight. Just trying to get up through some of this traffic and some of the disasters going on in front of me. So, but yeah, I think we can get up there and at least contend for top 5. I don't know if we got anything for the leaders, but we can at least contend for the top 5.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I said, you got a little bit of speed, and you are a newcomer to the Old Glory League. So we will let you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an engineer for Brunswick Bowling. I've been racing for probably almost 16, 17 years now.
Is that online racing or is that real racing?
I've done both. I used to do some dirt track racing, and that was about it, really. I didn't get into much else, but I dirt track raced for a while.
Nice, nice. Well, looks like you're definitely going to be a good fit here, and you know, a lot of racing left to go. So keep that car clean, and let's see you make it back up towards the front of this race.
All right, thank you. We'll sure give it a shot.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Yeah, so DeLeon, he is going to be leading this thing still. That Toyota is out front. And you got Dakota Long. He is going to be sitting right there to his outside. You got DeSanzo, he is going to be right there on the inside. So you got a Toyota, a Chevrolet, and a Ford in the top 3. It's going to be the battle of the manufacturers. But you got Nathan Lafayette. He is shown that he has a little bit of speed out here. So he is going to be restarting on the outside of DeSanzo. You got Sean Anderson and Stephen Light right there behind them. And that pace car is off. And we're going to go back green flag racing once again
Green, green, green.
here at AutoClub. And it looks like DeLeon, he got a pretty good jump on the 8. The 8 didn't get as good of a restart this time, starting on the outside. But here comes that Ford of DeSanzo. He is going to be looking to the inside of the 8. Is he going to be able to get the run and coming out of turn number 2? They're going to be on the backstretch, and they're going to be giving it all they have. And it looks like a little bit of rubbing between the 8 and the 14, but they keep it straight. And here they come into turn number 3, and it looks like DeSanzo, he is going to be looking to the bottom side. You're going to try to make the pass on Dakota Long, but is he going to be able to get there? Now he's got to be able to do something very quick, fast, and in a hurry, because he's got the 13 and the 99 coming up very quickly. Now the 14, he's going to slide it up into front of the 13. 13, he's going to look down low, and the 99 is going to go with the 13. So this is going to be a pass for the 3rd position, and looks like Sean Anderson is going to have it. And DeSanzo, he is going to be able to battle the 99 on the low side. Is he going to be able to keep it? He's going to have a little bit of run coming down the backstretch, and it looks like the 99 is going to be able to get around him and make that pass. Now, don't look now, but here comes that 08. Now he's ran some fast laps in the first stage, and he is going to be trying to make his way around that number 14. 14 is going to go up high on the racetrack, and it looks like the 08 of Johnson is going to have a nice little draft coming off of the 99 to try to make that pass, and he is not going to be able to get there this time. Looks like the 16 is going to have a little bit of a problem. He is going to go back the wrong way, and that is going to be DeLeon. He is going the wrong direction. That Toyota had some speed. Now the 14 is going to go in the wrong direction. He is going to be dropping down to the 8th position. If Mark Kincaid can get around him, and they are going to be 3 wide. Mark Kincaid said, no way, Jose, because there is Justin Shoup. Justin Shoup is going to be working his way back up towards the front. He got into some shenanigans early on. He was involved in 2 incidents, and now look at him go. He is going to be pushing that Toyota as hard as he can, and we got a caution, and that is going to be Christopher Alkire, and it looks like Worrell is going to be around. So let's go take a look. And Chris Isaac may be involved in that too. So let's go take a look and see what happened. Nice little 3 wide battle. You got the 3, you got the 15, you got the 43, and it looks like Chris Isaac's gonna push up the track into the 15, and here they go, right into the 43. 43 is gonna be put on spin cycle, and right back in front of the 3. That Genesis Aviation number 3 is going to be getting a little bit of front end damage. 43 does keep it down, but Lucas Reed going to bring it around the track. Now cautions breed cautions, and there is going to be another caution for us here tonight. Definitely not what the leaders wanted to see. They wanted to see a little bit of a breakaway, and Dakota Long right back out leading this race. Got Sean Anderson going to be sitting in second. Stephen Light working his way back up to third. DeLeon, he is going to be right there in fourth. And Justin Shoup, not involved in this one. Good job by Justin. And Cody P. Johnson right there in sixth. Got a fast car. He's just got to get the long run speed. I do believe his car has a longer run speed than everybody else. James Mannerud may have gotten the lucky dog if he was not involved in anything, and that'll put him back on the lead a lap. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Any takers for pit road? Yes, there is. Looks like everybody is gonna take their pit now, and it looks like Justin Shoup and Dave Nestor. They are going to stay out. Justin Shoup going to be leading this race for the first time tonight. Well, let's see who we can find in the chat. Nobody else is in chat. And it looks like James Mannerud is going to be back out. We'll let him make his pit stop. We may bring him up in the booth. Colton Hefner, he's going to be out there on the track. You got Worrell, he is going to be right there. Jared Stone still in this thing. Mosley still in it. There is Matt Banky and Brianna Laurent. All 22 cars are still out here running. And let's, yes, James Mannerud is going to be bringing his number 51 Chevrolet Camaro down pit road. Well, while we were waiting on him to make his pit stop, we'll go ahead and go side by side and take a look at one of our race sponsors. All right. And let's see if we can catch up with James Manderud. And there's somebody else in the booth in his chat with him. But we're going to bring him on up. James is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. I didn't. Somebody hit the soundboard, and it wasn't me. Well, it's been a long time since I've talked to you, and it looks like you are back on the lead lap. So, congratulations on getting back on the lead lap. It looks like a few things have really kept you towards the back, but it looks like you do have a little bit of speed in that race car. You got anything for the end of this race? Well, if things happen the way they have been, if cautions breed cautions, you'll be back up there before you know it. But I know you're about to go back green, so I'll let you get back down there to your race chat. Not a problem. All right, the green flag is back out, and that 91 is leading the field with Stephen Light. He is going to be making his way to second place, and you got the 36 of Dave Nestor. He said he had a pretty fast car, but he's going to shoot for a top 5, and he's got a lot of competition as Mark Kincaid working his way up to the 4th position, trying to get around that 36 machine, and he does, and he's going to try to slide it in right in front of the 36. Oh, and my goodness, the yellow flag is back out. All right, so we're going to have to go take a look and see what happened there. And it looks like Christopher Allcar was involved. That 24 was involved, and Christopher Allcar is going to be already sideways, so we're going to stop it right there. We're going to go back just a little bit, and it looks like it was going to be started as a self spin right there behind the 19. Right in that middle lane, and the car just steps out. Tried to get into the gas a little bit too much, and that car just steps out, tries to correct it. It looks like he has it corrected, but he's going to touch that apron. That's going to upset that car very much, and he's going to bring it right back on the track. Still out of shape, coming down, passing the pit road exit, cone, and the 46 is going to get a piece of it. The 66 is going to get a piece of that. And here comes a 15. Can he squeak it by? Just barely. Wow. So we're going to have to stop. I want to ride with the 15. So we're going to be on the 15. Let's go to his nose cam. And let's watch this from his point of view. Oh, my bad. Dang it. And the caution was out, so we're going to have to rewind it just a little bit. And here we go. And there's where all the chaos happens. And right there, just barely made it by. And you can see his hood pop up just a little bit, but it may have been just net coat damage. Now, look who is going to be up there in the top 5. That's going to be this guy right here. He elected not to pit because he was a lap down. Now he's in the top 5. And let's take a look at the pace car, see if the lights are still on, and they are still on. And do we have anybody else to talk to? You know where? We're going to drop back down here. All right, well, James, we got a little bit more time to talk as the pace car lights are still on. Well, that caution definitely helped you out as you started at the tail end of the field. You made it around that chaos in front of you, and now you're running in 5th. Well, if if everything serves me correctly, it looks like you've already been in the pits. You've already taken some tires, so you might have the freshest tires up here in the front. What do you think? Well, it looks like yeah, the 00. So Nestor did not pit. Everybody else pitted right there along with you. So it's gonna be definitely interesting. But you're doing well, riding around in the top 5. You're gonna get ready to go back green at this time. So be safe, my friend, and can't wait to see what you can do. Not a problem. Well, it definitely worked out for James. The way that played out, started at the tail end of the longest line. Once he got his lap back, and now running top 5. Well, Lucas Reed is still out here leading the race. We have about 60 laps left to go here in stage number 2 to the finish. You got Dave Nestor. He is going to be starting on the outside in second. He is going to be the biggest mover of the race, up 13 positions from where he started. You got DeLeon. He is going to be right there and restarting in third. Nathan Lafayette. He is going to be restarting in fourth, up 6 positions. James Vanderroot going to be restarting in fifth, up 4 spots. Sean Anderson, DeSanzo, Ecker, Shoop, and Light is going to wrap up your top 10. And there we go. Dakota Long is going to take the green flag, and he shot out of there like a rocket, already 0.2 of a second out from Nestor. Nestor going to be utilizing that high side. You got DeLeon. He is going to be trying to make that low line work. He's going to have the 36 dive right in front of him, giving him a little bit of draft. And don't look now, but here comes Sean Anderson in at number 13. Looks like James Vanderroot. He is going to lose a position as he is got the 14 of DeSanzo right there on his rear bumper, trying to give him a little bit of draft. You got Nathan Lafayette going to be right there on the outside of DeSanzo, and that's going to be a battle. Ooh, almost a little bit of contact. Oh, and Nathan Lafayette tags the wall just a little bit. Now he may have a little bit of damage to that race car. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hood view. Nope, nothing there. And let's take a look at the right front and get that out of the way. And it looks like he is all clean and green, and he has got Stephen Light. Oh, he's going to be sideways. Mark Kincaid. Wow. Nathan turned it. Got a little bit loose coming out. Let's see if he had anybody to his outside. It looks like Justin Shoop is going to be to his outside. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit. There we go. And he just lost it on his own. And he's got the 14 and the 91. He's going to come right down the racetrack. Oh, my goodness. Can Shoop get in front of Kincaid? Oh, he just barely makes it. The 08 right there. Oh, my goodness. Cody B. Johnson. We're going to have to ride around with Justin because he watched that whole thing unfold. And we're going to stop it right there. We're going to go to his nose cam and watch how close this was. Mark Kincaid gets spun. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. We're going to stop it right there. We're going to go to a different camera. Watch how close this is. So close, but Cody B. Johnson not going to get by like Justin Shoop. A lot of good race cars involved in that. And once again, cautions, breed cautions. David Nestor going to bring his car down. Cody B. Johnson is going to be in. Curtis Ecker going to be in. You got Colton Hefner. He's going to be in. And Mark Kincaid, he is definitely bringing his car down pit road. A lot of damage to the front end of that car, so definitely going to hurt his hurt the aerodynamics. Hopefully he has that fast repair left. Curtis Ecker having a lot of damage on the front end of that car. Don't know how much speed he does have the fast repair. Look at that. He is definitely going to use it. Mark Kincaid used his. Nathan Lafayette, is he going to use his? He's got a little bit of crinkle on that left front. Yes, he does. Now, James Vanderrood, we did talk to him, and there he is in that Hot Wheels ride, and he has worked his way up to a third position. Christopher Alkire back on the lead lap, now up 12 positions. He is going to be our biggest mover of the race as of right now. Oh. And it looks like we're going to get double file once again. Pace car lights are going to be off. We're going to go ahead and put the tower back up there. Over halfway, still have 55 laps to go. When we take the green flag. Seventh caution of tonight's race. Well, at this point, I would say that Dakota Long has led the most laps, and he is not going to have anybody else that can lead any more, lead the most laps unless Stephen Light gets up, because he has led quite a few also. But that means Stephen Light would have to get out front and stay out front for him to lead. For him to be considered in leading the most laps. Sean Anderson going to be restarting on the outside. Got De Leon, he is going to be restarting in fourth. Got James Vanderrood starting in third. A lot of fast cars up here in this top 10. And here we go. Green flag is about to fly. Once again, Geico restarting zone coming up. And here we go. Nice little jump by the 8 of Dakota Long. And he has got about a tenth of a second on Anderson. Anderson got a pretty good jump too, but James Vanderrood, he did not get the best of the jump, and there are already going to be about 0.3 of a second back. And James Vanderrood is going to have his hands full of De Leon, and it looks like James Vanderrood is going to make the bottom side work, and here comes Stephen Light. He is going to try to make something happen on the bottom. Is he going to be able to get there? He's got the 91 of Justin Shoup going to be on his outside, and it looks like they were almost going to take it 3 wide, but they just decided not to. Justin Shoup going to be riding that low line, and now they are going to be 3 wide. You got the you got the 91, you got the 16, and you had the 99, but the 16 was able to get a good run coming off of turn number 4, and he put the 91 and the 99 in the dust. Now Stephen Light has DeSanzo. He is going to be right there on his outside. Now the DeSanzo is going to look to the outside as they come into turn number 1, and he has got his sights set on the 6th position, but is he going to be able to get there, leaving Stephen Light stuck on the bottom? We'll see how this all plays out as Stephen Light does drift it up and gets behind the 14. Doesn't want to burn up his stuff too fast, too early. And look at the 91 and the 13 almost gave the 51 a little bit of a bump in the middle of turns 3 and 4. 99 got a nice little run on the back of the 14. It may have made a little contact to the outside wall here. They come through the tri-oval and to turn number 1, and it looks like Justin Shoup is going to be stuck on the bottom side. Coming into turn number 1 and 3 wide once again. 16, 14, and 91. Justin Shoup trying to make something happen. Oh my goodness! And Christopher Alkire is going to be out of shape.
Yellow flag.
Ooh, And that's very interesting to find out why. I think our race control may have gotten a little bit, yellow flag happy on that one because the cars are still moving. Oh, maybe not. And something was happening. Oh, no. Something's happening in front. Oh, okay. Mark Kincaid is going to be... No, that's not going to be it. Okay. So Cody Johnson gave a little bit of a bump to... Maybe a little bit of contact between Cody Johnson and Christopher Alkire. Let's see how this plays out. Christopher Alkire, oh, he's already loose, so his car is out of shape. Comes down the track just a little bit. Makes a little bit of contact with the 43. 43 takes it down to the apron, but never spins it unless something happens behind him. No, nothing happened behind him. So race control got a little button happy with that yellow flag. All right, well. Dakota Long going to be still out there leading. Got Sean Anderson and James Madrud right there in third. You got DeLeon and DeSanzo and Justin Shoup and Mark Kincaid in seventh. Cody B. Johnson going to be in eighth, and Christopher Alkire going to be restarting in ninth. Dave Nestor still riding around in the top 10. Curtis Ecker going to be right there in restarting in 11th. And this is, I mean, even though we still have 51 laps to go, this is what a lot of drivers wanted to see because they want to get back on the lead lap. And as long as they stay out here, they might be able to do it, depending on how many cautions we have. All right, well, while they are under caution, I'm going to take a little bit of a... I'm going to go grab me some go-go juice. I got a cold monster in the refrigerator. And I'll be right back. All right, well, it looks like, we got a little bit of cloud cover coming in, and we might not make the end of the race. So considering we are over halfway, if the cloud coverage does come in, we're going to have to call this race early. But it looks like we are Green Flag Racing and James Manderud are going to quickly overtake second place from Sean Anderson on that outside. But Sean Anderson is going to fight right back on the outside, coming into turn number 1. Oh, James Manderud going to get it loose and push up the track, and they are going to be 3 wide. And look at all the evasive maneuvers that they're going to have to do, and they are still 3 wide. Look at Mark Kincaid. He's going to come through the middle of all that chaos, and he is going to be fighting for the second position. You got the 54, the 14, and the 13 all right there in a row, trying to battle for the same position. And here comes Cody B. Johnson. He's going to work his way into the top 10, or the top 5, excuse me, and he is going to be battling right there on that low side also, with Justin Shoop in tow. Well, Mark Kincaid did make it up to second position, but he's still got Sean Anderson on that high side. And look at the run that Sean Anderson has on that high side, and he is going to be able to overtake Mark Kincaid on that outside and overtake a second position. You got the 14 in tow. You got the DeSanzo right there behind the 13, getting a little bit of a draft. But here comes the 16, and here comes the 08 once again. And contact! Wow!
The
yellow flag is going to be out. And a lot of contact right there. And I'm going to have to go back and see what happened there, because holy cow. Another Cody B. Johnson. And we're going to stop it right there. That was between the 14 and the 08. Looks like he got a nice little bump from the 16. And let's follow along. Actually, you know what? Let's ride with the 16, and we'll go to his nose cam. And here we go. Slides right up in front. May have had no choice but to bump him. And that got his car upset. And there he goes, and we're going to switch to Cody Johnson, and they have already made contact, and they are going to take a ride through the grass. Maybe they kept it off the wall. Cody Johnson kept it off the wall. Oh, look at how close the 14 is to that wall. Wow. So close. But yet, so far, no damage to that number 14. So what an amazing save, sliding sideways through the grass, and kept it off the wall. All right, everybody's going to be in pit road. Chris Isaacs going to stay out and lead a lap. Chris Isaacs was a couple laps down earlier on in the race, and now he is leading this thing. So let's see. Do we have time? Yes, we do. Well, we only have 20 laps left to go. That's all the time, with the cloud coverage coming in. So that rain might catch us. And the way it's going right now, everybody's racing hard to get back up front, and it's taking a lot of cars to the back. You got Chris Isaacs and Mark Kincaid starting first and second. You got Travis DeLeon coming into the pits, and that's going to allow David Nestor. He is going to be right back up into the third position. You got Dakota Long. He's led a lot of laps, and now he's stuck in the fourth position. You got Christopher Alkire up 15 position. He is going to be our biggest mover of the race. And Sean Anderson, he's going to be right there restarting in sixth. James Vanderroode in seventh. Cody B. Johnson, he is going to be restarting in eighth. We got a minute. We'll bring in our leader, see what he's thinking of this strategy. All right, Chris Isaacs, this is Richard up in the booth. You know, you got a rain delay coming. You only got about time for 19 laps. Do you think you have enough to keep that car out front with the few laps that we have left to go?
I'm gonna be honest with you, no, sir, I don't. I'm about 4/10 of a second slower per lap than everybody else. The only reason I'm up here is they all went down to take tires and fuel to try to run out the rain delay.
Well, 18 laps to go, and you may squeak out one because cautions have been breeding cautions, and this may play out in your favor. You got Mark Kincaid. He's had a fast race car all night, and you're actually one of the biggest movers of the race so far, up 13 positions, but Christopher Allcar got you beat by 2 positions.
Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping that we get some clean racing in.
Absolutely.
You know, that first 60 was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Well, you're about to go green, so we'll let you get down and concentrate on your race, and we'll talk to you next time.
All right, sir.
All right, well, green flag is out, and Chris Isaacs did take the green, and he got a pretty good jump on that restart. But here comes Mark Kincaid. He is going to come through the field, come from second all the way around on the high side into third. Now Chris Isaacs is going to drop down to the bottom lane. He has got Dakota Long. He is going to be right there on his outside. He's actually got Christopher Allcar fighting to his outside. Now that is going to be a sight to see because we haven't seen that 43 car up here since the race began. And now he is going to be, and he was a couple laps down with 17 laps left to go. Why is it showing caution? There we go. With 17 laps left here to go. Chris Isaacs falling back because he did not go into the pits and take tires. Christopher Allcar, he is going to be now back to 5th, and he is going to be working his way through the chaos. They're going to be three wide coming out of turn 2. Now they got single file. You got Chris Isaacs still going to be down below. You got Justice Shoup going to be making the pass. Now working the bottom side, trying to catch up to the 5th position of Christopher Allcar. Ooh, you got a car getting a little bit tight. That looks like it was going to be Sean Anderson, but he did get it. He did get it slowed down. Did not make any contact with the wall. And now he has got Cody B. Johnson right there in front of him, up 14 positions. Now this car has been a rocket ship all night long, and he is about a half a second back from about 0.3 of a second back from Dakota Long, and about a half a second back from Mark Kincaid. Mark Kincaid might squeak a win out if he can keep Dakota Long at bay. But the way that car has been running all night, it is going to be a challenge as Sean Anderson is going to be looking to the inside of Cody B. Johnson. Not going to be able to get there. He's going to slide it right there behind him, but these two are going to use the draft and catch up to Dakota Long, and they have caught him quick, fast, and in a hurry. And look at Sean Anderson. He is going to dive it down to the bottom of the racetrack. Is he going to have to drive off of turn number 2? Not going to be able to get there this time, and actually Johnson had a nice drive off of turn number 2, so he is going to retain the 3rd position. And let's take a ride from Dakota Long's gearbox, and there is the gap between him and Cody Johnson. There is the gap between Cody Johnson and now Sean Anderson. Justice Shoup doing a really good job. He is still in the 5th position. He's got Christopher Allcar up 14 spots. Now it is a battle for the biggest mover between Cody Johnson and Christopher Allcar. They're both up 14 positions from where they started this race. Mark Kincaid has definitely got a lot of company. You got Cody B. Johnson and you got Dakota Long right there, all battling it out. 14 laps to go as the time. Look at that cloud cover. It's coming in. The rain is gonna catch them very, very shortly, and these guys are driving the wheels off of these race cars. As you see, Dakota Long had a little bit of a wiggle, but can Mark Kincaid hold that 8 car off as Dakota Long is looking to the inside? Can he get there? And he is going to have the entrance to turn number 1 on the low lane, and Mark Kincaid is still going to have the lead on the high line. Dakota Long going to have a nose out on the 54, And Mark Kincaid going to have the drive off of the corner. Let's go back here to this Hornet's Nest back here, and it is pretty much 2 wide racing with Christopher Alcar going to be right there on the outside. He's got Lucas Reed back on the lead lap, and he is going to be working that high side. You also have Colton Hefner. A lot of these cars were laps down, and now back up here battling for positions. Chris Isaacs falling from the lead at the restart all the way back to 11th position. Could we see another caution? Could be possible, as this is once again a Hornet's Nest with Travis Dillon taking it 3 wide, and this is going to be for the 12th position. Was that for the 12th position? Yeah, that was for the 12th position. Now I got James Manderud. He is going to be trying to work his way around that 16 Toyota. Oh, and we got a crash up front. The 48 is going to be crashed around, and that was a hard hit. Chris Isaacs may have got pushed it down pit road. Ooh, and it looks like the 48 got a little bit tight, and we're going to back it up just a little bit. They were 3 wide, 14. Let's try our chopper cam. And we're going to ride with the 14. All right, there you have the 14, the 48, and the 43. And they are going to take it 3 wide. Curtis Ecker going to be right there in front of them. And there they go, 3 wide. Colton Hefner, he is going to be diving it down, but his car gets majorly tight. And there you see it start sliding up the racetrack. Christopher Alcar, nowhere to go. Innocent bystander, and they are going to take a trip to the outside safer barrier. And there it is. Bam! And that all happened right there. Chris Isaacs almost went down pit road. Oh, James Manderud, he is going to make it around. 16 is going to make it around. Oh, 16 lost it trying to make an evasive maneuver, so he's going to have a lot of damage. A lot of damaged race cars right there. Mark Kincaid, he is going to be leading this race. Curtis Ecker going to be sitting right there in second. Nathan Lafayette in third. James Manderud in fourth. And Christopher Nice, he is going to be the biggest mover of the race in that 77. He has been silent, but now it could be deadly. All right, with 11 laps left to go, we don't have a time on how. We don't know how much time we have left in the race, as that cloud coverage is coming in and is going to catch us. But you know what? He's going to hate me for this, but let's bring our admin up. Curtis Ecker, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, you're going to hate me for this because you tell me not to interview you while you're racing, but you're riding around in second. You got Mark Kincaid going to be restarting in first. You know, does that 19 have anything with the laps winding down very quickly, coming to the end?
Well, I mean, I'm just hoping to keep this track position as these, rain clouds move in and see how well I can hold it.
Absolutely. You got a lot of cars that did go into pit, probably taking those last sets of tires. What made you stay out?
Not really sure, to be honest. Doing something different.
Doing something different is always a good thing, and it could pan out for you, as we're probably only going to have about enough time for about 5 laps.
Less the better.
Well, a lot of cars didn't pit behind you, but some did, so we might see a lot of 3 wide action and trying for those fast cars trying to get back up towards the front. But good luck in the rest of the race. Hopefully you got something for Mark Kincaid, and we may be talking to you at the end of this thing.
All right, I hope so.
All right, appreciate it, my friend.
Yep.
All right, that was Mr. Curtis Eckert. He is restarting in a second. We only have about 9 laps to go, maybe enough time to get at least 5 laps in. If we see another caution, that could be the end of it. Well, pace car is going to dive off this time by, and let's get a good camera angle for that restart. And here we go. The green flag is about to drop. Mark Kincaid taking the green flag. Geico restart zone. And look at the jump that he got with Curtis Eckert being left behind. And he's going to have to deal with Nathan Lafayette to his inside. But that outside lane will get a pretty good little run. And Mark Kincaid, he's going to dive it down to the bottom and going to leave Curtis Eckert to battle with Nathan Lafayette. Not going to give Nathan Lafayette any help on that inside line. And here we go. The yellow flag is right back out. And that's going to be the 40. Nope, that's not going to be the 48. Let's go find out what happened. Let's see where it's got us, where it doesn't have us. Christopher Alkire going to be back here. Oh, there. I believe it was going to be the 16. Going to be very slow. Let's stop it right there, and that was it right there. 77 going to be to the inside. He's going to make his way around. Ooh, just a little bit of contact. Nobody really lost it, but Iracing decided that was caution worthy. Well, that's exactly what Mark Kincaid wanted to see. He wanted to see another caution come out, and, you know, the less laps they have to run, the better it is. Nathan Lafayette, he is going to be right there in third, and James Vanderroot is going to be in fourth, and they do have one of those fast, one of those fast lap time cars right there behind them. That's going to be two of those. 3 actually right there in a row. That's going to be Johnson, that's going to be Dakota Long, and that's going to be Sean Anderson. Yeah, Brittany, he is doing all he can to keep that car out front. These cautions are definitely helping him. But he's got a lot of fast cars to deal with. Hopefully the time will run out before he has to deal with them. But I don't foresee that happening as we see one car getting one of his laps back. And that is going to be the 35 of Matt Banky. So quite a few cars still on the lead lap. 16 to be exact. Matt Banky getting one of those laps back. Now it's just a matter of, will they advance it or will they let it play out? Pace car still, lights are still on. It's showing that we have 5 laps to go. Time is ticking before we have the rain ended. 43 of Christopher Alkire has Christopher Alkire is the only car out of the a couple cars are out of the race. You got Stephen Light. Christopher Alkire was the last car to drop out of the race. You got Dylan Mosley, he's still hanging on. He's quite a few laps down, but he's still hanging on. He got a pretty clean race car still, so he held on to that fast repair, but he is 6 laps down. Four laps left to go here in the race. They are double file coming into turn number 3.
Green.
And here we go. Green flag is back out. Mark Kincaid bringing them down with 3 laps left to go here in the race. You got Curtis Egger working that outside. He's got Nathan Lafayette is on his inside. Here comes Cody B. Johnson. He is going to try to work his way through the field. And here comes Dakota Long. He is going to be a side drafting that 08 of Dakota Long. And oh my goodness, and there goes the 48. He is going to be almost all the way around. No caution has flown, and they are coming 2 to go if they can make it back to the start-finish line. And actually, it's 2 to go right now. Will they make it back? They may only have 1 lap to go. And oh my goodness, Nathan Lafayette is going to take it through the grass. Last lap, possibly. I don't know. Curtis Ecker gonna look right there behind the 54 of Mark Kincaid. And they are pretty much, and who is that going to be? That is going to be Sean Anderson. He is going to be giving Cody B. Johnson a run for his money on that inside lane. Is he going to be able to get there? And here we go. Are we going to get the white flag this time, or are we going to see a caution? Oh, the 13 is going to be in the wall. Cody B. Johnson had to make an evasive maneuver. Dakota Long, side by side with Curtis Ecker. For second position, is Curtis Ecker going to be able to hold him off? And there is a caution, and it is going to be all over. Mark Kincaid stole it with the rain delay. Just stole it. Curtis Ecker bringing home a top 3. Cody B. Johnson, the biggest mover of the race, up in 4th. Sean Anderson in 5th. I don't believe we are going to be able to be seeing any more racing here as those clouds have moved in and the time has ran out. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Jared Stone, as he was the one that brought out the caution. And we'll try to find a different view. Oh, it's already happened, and 36 is going to be right there. So we need to find the 36 because it all happened around David Nestor, and the 3 is going to be involved. We're going to stop it. We're going to rewind it. Stop, rewind, and play back. They were 3 wide coming to the start-finish line. And let's find a chase view. 36, 66, and a 14, all 3 wide, and they go into turn number 1. Very dangerous going into turn number 1, 3 wide. You see the 66 start coming down the track as he's getting set up for turn number 1, and the 36 is right there, and they just make a little bit of contact and gets put on spin cycle, comes back and does a little bit of a double tap on the 36. Chris Isaacs is going to hit the driver's side door, and they are both going to take it to the wall. Parts flying off the track, so there's going to be debris, and that's going to pretty much end this race for Mark Kincaid. He is going to be able to take home the win here tonight. Twelfth caution, 0 laps to go. Mark Kincaid finishing out the race. I think we only had about 100 laps. realistically. But nice racing out front. Good job by a lot of these drivers. It was some that didn't have the fastest car, stayed out on strategy, and with the rain delay, or with the rain ending the race, snuck out some good positions. Well, if you're not busy next week on Wednesday night, make sure you tune in for the Genesis Cup Series, as they will be taking their rides, these cars, to Chicagoland, another great track. Hopefully we will not see another rain finish this one out. Hopefully they will be able to, oh my goodness, there is chaos on the track as Mark Kincaid gets spun around. But yeah, Chicagoland, another fun track to watch these guys at. So definitely come and check them out. Wednesday night starts at 8 o'clock Central Time. Usually end up going live about 7:55 Central. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and as soon as it gets me a official order, we'll get you that finishing order. And there it is.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
And it's still trying to go green. All right, tonight's finishing order is going to be Mark Kincaid bringing out the first win of the season at the first race of the season here at AutoClub Speedway. Curtis Eckert going to be bringing home second place. James Vanderroot is going to be bringing home a third. You got DeSanzo is going to be bringing home fourth. Lucas Reed in fifth. David Nestor in sixth. Travis De Leon is going to be bringing home seventh. Chris Nice is going to be in eighth. Ninth is going to be Nathan Lafayette. Justin Shoup in 10th. Colton Hefner in 11th. Dakota Long in 12th. 13 is going to be Cody B. Johnson. 14th is going to be Sean Anderson. Jared Stone is going to be 15th. Chris Isaac 16th. Matt Bakey in 17th. 18th is going to be Brianna Laurent. Dylan Mosley is going to be in 19th. Christopher Alkire in 20th. Stephen Light 21st. And Matthew Warall. All right. Well, let's go see if we can track down our race winners, and we're going to shut this bad boy down. Let's see here. Because it finished under... Gotta find out. James Vanderroot. All right, here we go. Well, Curtis Ecker is up in the waiting room. Let's pull up James Vanderroot. James, it's Richard up in the booth. You got a copy, my friend.
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Well, you snuck out a third place finish. Rain delay pretty much got everybody, and y'all finished under caution. Man, tell us how your race went, and were you surprised to get that podium finish?
Yes, I was very surprised. So I told Chris a while ago, it's like I won the race. I can't believe it. After all that I went through, got bumped in the back, went a lap down, got my lap back, then I still finished third. I can't believe it.
Well, you definitely did a good job, holding on to what you had, even after all the incidents that everybody went through. You pretty much, once you got out front, you pretty much kept it out front, and you were able to bring home that podium finish. So what a good job. Up 5 positions, also not bad for the first race of the season.
Yes, sir. Awesome. That was actually, if you want to get technical, the last 4 pit stops, I didn't have no tires left. I done used up all my tires, so it was crazy.
Well, not bad at all. So that rain delay actually helped you out quite a bit. But,
Yes,
man,
sir.
great job here tonight. And definitely with those podium finishes, man, you can give all the shout-outs that you would like to give, my friend.
Man, I'd like to thank Chris for letting me come in and race in this league, and all the guys that make it happen. Matt, Curtis, everybody. I'd like to thank you for broadcasting it, and thank my wife for letting me come out here and race tonight. So
Absolutely, and don't forget, you got your own channel. Give that a shout out
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah, y'all go check out Mandarin Racing on Facebook and on Kick. I go live every once in a while, and when I'm at home, not at work. So I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, we will catch you next week as we are headed to Chicagoland. That's another one of those fun tracks. Hopefully, we will be able to see the checkered flag under green circumstances next week. But, man, can't wait to see what you can do over that way.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, my friend. All right. Well, Stephen Light said, he lost power at his house, but great win for Whiteline. But hate to see that he could not finish the race. He put on quite a show here tonight, running up front, and you never know which way it would have went if he would have still been in the race. But we got another podium finisher. Well, let's go ahead and bring him up. He did not want me to interview him earlier during the races, but it seems like it worked out pretty good for him. And Curtis Ecker, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, all that played out in your favor. You had a nice little battle, coming to the last laps, and then the caution came out, and you were still sitting in second, and you got the podium finish. Tell us how you're feeling.
What can I say? Great start to the season. Got a win earlier this week, and it's a good start to the new season.
Absolutely. You can't complain about that. We had about 12 cautions tonight and didn't want to see that many, but it is what it is. But next week, y'all are headed to Chicagoland, and who came up with the schedule? I know
it was kind of a mixed thing, but Chris came up with quite a bit of it, probably the majority of it.
Well, it is very interesting. It's a very interesting schedule because 90% of your leagues out there start off with Daytona. Y'all did not. Y'all actually brought it out to AutoClub, and it's a great schedule.
Yeah, that was all his idea to do something different, and I definitely like it.
Yeah, I would too, considering you're sitting on the podium. Yep, that would be me too. But you head to Chicagoland next week. I know that's one of your better tracks there also. I've seen you run there, so I think you have a lot of good momentum heading into next week. How are you feeling?
Definitely good. I mean, this is a lot better than I thought I'd finish tonight. But yeah, next week I have, I would say higher hopes, but can't get much higher than second.
Well, not much higher, but you can get higher.
Yep.
But great run here, tonight. And you know what happens with those podium finishes. You get to give all the shout-outs that you would like to give.
Give a shout-out to you guys for always having the awesome broadcast. And I mean, you're on my car. Everybody that helps with Old Glory, all the leagues, all the admins, everybody that comes out here and races. I think we had a pretty good turnout tonight.
Absolutely. Well, and don't forget Family Tradition Outdoors. That's on the back of your car also.
That it is. But can't forget the business I help run.
Absolutely. Well, great finish here tonight. Can't wait to see what you can do next week. Hopefully we'll see that number 19 on the podium again.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, now is going to be the man that won it all. He played a strategy out, and it played out for him, and that is going to be Mr. Mark Kincaid. And let's get him up here in the booth. Mark Kincaid, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy. Oh, I put him in a waiting room.
It fucked me up.
Oh, my bad. Get out of here. Mark Kincaid, this is Richard up in the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir.
I brought Brianna up. I guess she was going to take your interview for you. But, man, you put on an awesome finish here tonight. You know, even though it ended under caution, you put yourself in the position to win it all. The first race of the season, and it belongs to you. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we was running short on time, so I stayed out. I was on older tires, so I mean, it does suck that it ended under caution, but it benefited me. But I mean, there's people out there showing out, so I don't know about all that, but
Well, you may not have had the fastest car out there tonight, but you definitely had the best strategy, and that won it all here tonight. And you can't be mad about that. You definitely put that primary arms, number 54 Chevrolet Camaro in victory lane. You were also one of the biggest movers in the race. Actually, Chris Nice actually beat you by one position. So congratulations on being a big mover. Strategy or not, still a big mover, and you held it.
yeah, like I said, I screwed up qualifying as I usually do, so I had to drive pretty hard to get track position in that first run, and yeah, I stayed out and was hoping that I could hold them off till the time ran out in that last caution. I mean, it honestly saved me. It sucks, but it happens. I mean, it happens in real life all the time. Ain't no reason to throw a fit. So
Absolutely. Well, you know what happens with those podium. Well, actually, let's back it up just a little bit. Now, this schedule is different from any other schedule that we've seen. So you have Auto Club tonight, and you have Chicagoland next week. You got some momentum built up headed into next week. How you feeling?
yeah, it just feels good to get locked in on the first race. That's for sure. It takes a lot of pressure off. I can just go drive now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know what happens with those podium finishes? You definitely get all the shout outs that you would like to give because you definitely earned them here tonight.
Yeah, shout out to you for the broadcast. Old Glory League as a whole. Always a fun show with them. Shout out to Wildline. Shout out to my wife. She was watching tonight. So
Absolutely. Yep, she was definitely out there watching. Woohoo. Way to go, 54. Miss Brittany Page.
yeah, that's her.
But all right, man. We'll let you get back down there to the team and let y'all talk anything over. And congratulations once again, and we'll see you soon.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, all right. Well, it is that time. We ran out of time during the race due to a rain delay. We appreciate everybody that stopped by, to spend your Wednesday evening with us here tonight at Southern Broadcasting Gaming Network with the Old Glory Racing League. They put on the best show that they could tonight. Quite a few cautions, but that's okay. It's the first race. They got to get that one out of the way. Racing around a couple guys that, you're not used to. Things happen. Especially here at Auto Club, it's a very loose and tight track, depending on the car, depending on the temperature of the track. But we got through it, and we crowned a winner, and that's going to be Mr. Mark Kincaid. So, congratulations to him. Congratulations to our top three. Welcome to our new drivers, and welcome to our returning drivers. Can't wait to see what they can do next week at Chicagoland. So make sure you tune in next week, right here, same place, same time, 8 p.m. Central Time. Usually go live about 7:55. So until next time, we hope y'all have a good rest of your week, good weekend, and we'll catch y'all next week. Good night. God bless. We'll see y'all later.